Hey guys, Mrs. Thompson here. We're going to draw a fox. If you have them, you will need a pencil and a Sharpie and possibly something to color with. If you don't have any of those things, if you only have a pencil or you only have a pen or you only have a Sharpie, that will be fine too because you don't have to color. But if you have a pencil, we're going to start out with a pencil. And in the middle of our paper, kind of big, we are going to sketch out a heart. Now remember, it does not have to be perfect. Especially, I know some of our friends in kinder and first, you're still learning how to draw hearts. Don't expect it to be perfect. And don't be hard on yourself, just do the best you can. Remember, everybody's will look a little bit different because we're not art robots. All right, so once you have your heart, then you're going to switch to a Sharpie. Now we are going to turn this heart into the head for our fox. So I'm going to outline the parts of my heart that I like, but the top part that makes it look like a heart, I'm just making it a straight line across. Mine's a little crooked, but I'm not going to worry about that. It looks kind of like a guitar pick, if you know what a guitar pick looks like. It also is kind of the shape of the Superman icon, where you know they have the big S in the middle. This is going to be our fox's head. So I'm just taking the eraser on my pencil because I don't have any of my good erasers with me here at home. They're all at school. And I'm dusting off all the eraser debris. Cleaning it up a little, and so now I have my fox's head. Now I'm going to go back to my Sharpie, and down right at the bottom I'm going to draw his little nose, little button nose, and then I am going to draw the parts where his eyes are going to be. It's kind of like you're making half of a circle, or half of almost an oval, kind of in between a circle and an oval, I guess. And again, mine's a little uneven. I'm not going to worry about that. Because remember, it does not have to be perfect. And then I'm going to make some little triangular ears. Again, crooked, not worried about it. And I'm going to draw, the little inside part of the ear. Almost looks like a deer ear right now. And I'm going to give him some little kind of beady oval eyes. I know some of our friends in 3rd and 4th love doing the kind of anime eyes. You could totally do that if you want. I'm going to color his little nose in black. And now we are ready to do the tail. Now his tail, if I look at his head, his tail is going to start right about here. So on his right eye, our left, it's going to come down right here, and it starts out at a little kind of point, and here it kind of goes up and around right there above the little space that's for his eye. And then over here it's going to kind of go in and back up kind of in between his nose and his eye. And it looks almost like half a donut. Like someone took a donut and broke it in half. Now right here is where we're going to put the little jagged line for his tail. That's where this will be white and this will be kind of a orangey color. And then over here, we're going to make a curved line, almost like part of a circle. And that is going to be our little fox, almost like he's curled up, taking a nap. Now, I don't have, all I have here, I have Sharpies, I have some pens, and I have some colored pencils. I don't have any crayons with me or any good like Crayola markers that aren't all dried out. So I am actually going to use the pencil to color him in. And again, whatever you have, you can use it. And if you don't have anything, you can just leave him black and white. A lot of artists leave all of their work black and white, and there's nothing wrong with that. Notice how I'm trying to color in one direction. I'm trying to color neatly. Remember, we never scribble. No matter what grade we're in, we never scribble. This little part of his tail is going to stay white. I'm not sure what kind of fox this is supposed to be. We're just going to pretend it's just a fox. Nothing special. Although, now that I think about it, I guess I've never seen a fox out in the wild, ever. Maybe it's because we live in Texas. Maybe they're in different parts of the country. That would be something good for you to Google. Well, ask your parents to Google it. You don't Google it. And look that up, because that, and let me know. I'm wondering now what parts of the country foxes are in. I know we have coyotes, lots of coyotes, especially near our school. I used to live right over there, and we saw coyotes a lot over there. I lived right over there by the golf course. But now I live in the downtown area, so I hear cars instead of animals. And again, I picked a direction and I stuck with it. This part will stay white. I'm going to color this part of the ear. And again, this part will stay white. And then if you really want to get creative, you can do something with the background. You can make some friends. You know, maybe he's out in the woods. You could, again, if you have something to draw with, like I could draw some ground here around him. Maybe there's some trees. Maybe we're out in the forest. Just kind of sketching out some little pine trees. I'm not trying to be super realistic or perfect. I'm just sketching them out. Maybe we have a little pond over here. This is where he hangs out. I'm using some overlapping, like he's in front of it. And again, you can see this is not the best colored pencil in the world, but again, I'm just taking what I have at home. We didn't have a whole lot here because my son's in high school. So, not a whole lot of coloring when you're in high school, unless you're taking art, of course, and he's not. And I could color this in green. I can find a green. There we go. I'm not sure what I did with the green I used just a second ago. It kind of disappeared on me. Now, those of you that are older, third, fourth, maybe second, one good thing to do when you're coloring, besides just going in one direction and trying to be neat, is overlapping your colors. If you have more than one green, you want to layer it, and that gives it some depth or dimension to it, and it makes it look a little more realistic. I'm coloring kind of quick here, but since you'll be doing it at home, you can hit pause and take as much time as you want. I'm coloring my grass. And again, I stick with one direction, even though I'm doing it kind of quickly. I still don't scribble. Unless you're doing scribble art, you never scribble. Let's see how I'm going on top of that blue. I hope you have something at home you can use, but if you can't, again, there's nothing wrong with leaving it black and white. Even if I was doing it black and white, I could just do an outline of the water and outline of the trees, and I could just go with that. See how I'm putting the light green on top of the dark green? Kind of going back in. And I'm going the direction like the pine needles would go on the tree. So again, it doesn't look super realistic, but it looks more interesting than when you just do one green. When you just do one color all over, kind of like, you know, I did with the orange here, it kind of looks a little more blah. I could even take my Sharpie and go back over with my orange Sharpie and just give him a little bit of depth and interest. Cut back in there. But again, don't scribble. I know Sometimes it's hard to know when to stop. And if you're not sure, that probably means you need to stop. And then I'll just put my little initials in the corner. And I've got my fox. So if you do this, and I hope you do, take a picture of it and email it to me, because I would love to see how they turn out. So I hope you're all doing well, and I will hopefully see you soon. Fingers crossed. Bye.